Hey there, everyone. This is Tony Alvarez from the Spot Buy team. It was my turn to do the Essentialism video, and I've invited my two wonderful boys to join me here. Why don't you introduce yourselves, guys?
Hi, I'm William Alvarez. I'm 12 years old.
Hi, I'm Andrew Alvarez, and I'm 10.
Awesome. So I asked these guys to help me out with the interview session here, and I'll let William start with the first question.
So, Tony, can I call you Tony?
You can call me Dad.
Oh, okay. How do you maximize your productivity?
Yeah, great question, William. Great question.
Thank you.
So I would consider, my productivity is high whenever I have a very quiet environment. So, part of this is maybe just me, but I enjoy going to an office. I happen to live 1 mile away from the SAP Buckhead office. I go down there. Usually it's pretty empty. I can get a conference room. It's very quiet. The part I also think helps me a lot is there's really a beginning and an end. I can leave the house. I can go into an office. I feel like that's my workspace, and that really helps me. Another thing that I have really tried to do, even in the last 12 to 18 months, is just have this mantra of do it now. If I'm on the phone with somebody and we need to follow up with somebody else, instead of doing a separate meeting later, I'll just say, hey, let's just bring them on the phone right now. We'll knock it out. Same thing with, immediately knocking out a presentation or a meeting. Just do it now, right? Like, why wait until the next day? And then the last thing I think really that helps my productivity is just to really leverage my calendar. And I will use meeting invites left and right for follow-up. Oftentimes I'll schedule a meeting just for 15 minutes. And oftentimes too, it helps other people just manage their productivity as well, because they'll see a meeting coming up and they can plan around it the week before. So that's how I manage my productivity.
So, our dad asked us to do the interview, but we're also doing the editing, so you can learn the truth. You think our dad's productive? Thank us. We take out the trash, clean our rooms, do the Spot Buy PowerPoint.
Oh, you know that mandatory compliance training? I did it. Mr. Dad, how do you consider mixing your work life with the balance of travel that you have to do over the weeks?
That's another good question. I do travel a lot, and it is hard, and I do miss you guys a lot when I travel, no doubt.
It's tough for the kids.
Well, one thing I do try and do is obviously engage with my family while I'm traveling. So, phone calls daily is a no-brainer. One thing I try and do with these guys too is, hide something in your lunchbox, or hide a note, or something in your bed. Something that just, makes you remember that you have a dad for the week. And the other thing that I try and do too, because I'm traveling, I'll try and maximize the work that I do while I'm traveling. If I'm on the plane or if I'm, at a hotel room, there's nothing better to do than just knock out that week's work. And it helps, free up the nights and weekends to spend with family.
Yeah, our dad travels a lot, sometimes for weeks at a time, but usually we don't really notice till Wednesday, maybe Thursday.
Wait, that guy we just interviewed was her dad?
So, how do you recharge on weeknights, weekends after a long day of work?
Yeah, good question. I actually recharge best whenever, if I get bogged down, I'll just get up and walk. So if I'm at the office, I'll get up, walk around. If I'm on the phone, oftentimes people probably see me walking around the office with my cell phone and my headset in, and I just walk. It helps me kind of recharge. I'll go get a drink. Also too, I'll just, if I'm in a, long meeting, sometimes I'll just make sure I really focus on breathing and just breathe and take a few big breaths. That helps me recharge. And as you guys know too, I like to, practice guitar, so that helps me recharge. Sometimes in the evenings, I'll, practice guitar, and it helps me just take my mind off of other things and really focus on the music.
You've gotten really good at it too.
Thanks,
Even with
buddy.
your nice travel guitar.
So I appreciate everyone the opportunity for sharing some of the essentialism techniques that I use in my day to day, and thank you guys for a great interview.
Oh, his guitar playing may recharge him, but let me tell you, it is child abuse.
It's like you gave a bagpipe to a gorilla and lit them both on fire.
Hey, thanks everybody.
Although the guitar thing, that was true.